wanted to share some thoughts today about this headline that I woke up to and interesting interaction with what I'm doing right now. I'm in Orlando, Florida, with the Hispanic Association of Colleges and Universities. They have a grant that helps primarily undergraduate institutions like North Central College with capacity building to pursue additional grants for infrastructure, et cetera, research primarily. And so it's interesting as I'm here focused on this topic that this headline pops up today. And I want to be clear about two things. First of all, I don't think the U.S. has to be number one. I think the fact that China has surpassed us or is surpassing us, that's not the issue. The issue isn't about who's in first, who's coming in. There's a lot of need for discovery, and many countries are participating there. So it isn't about the race to be the best or to be the most well-funded, et cetera. It's not about that competition part for me. And the second thing I want to be clear about is that this trend can't be laid at the feet of the Trump administration, either the previous Trump administration or what's happened over the last 10 months. That's not the point. The point is that academic research makes the world better wherever it's happening. And it makes countries better. It makes us smarter. It makes us healthier. It makes us more efficient. It makes us more innovative. And so irrespective of what the trends were before January 2025, when President Trump took office for the second time, there was work to be done. The problem is that he's made it tremendously worse by gutting research funding from colleges and universities all across the country, sometimes without any clear explanation, and other times with an explanation that really doesn't make any sense if you're concerned about the discovery of new knowledge. If you combine that with this broader attack on higher ed as being useless, as being not worth the investments, you put those two things together, and it's a terrible time. It's a terrible time in the world's history to be decentering research, to be defunding research, to be de-emphasizing the discovery of new knowledge. Some of the blame for this should be pointed inward. I don't think we, as colleges and universities, have done a good enough job explaining the value of what we bring to the public. We think mostly about students being trained to go out and be workers, because that's, in the last 40 years, that's really what people wanted to hear about. But so much more happens at colleges and universities, and students coming through, undergraduate students coming through, are such an important part of that discovery of a culture of exploration that will move with them throughout their lives, both as citizens and as members of the professional community. So we need to look at that. I think if anything comes out of this sort of dark era in terms of research support, it should be that we learn a lesson about making sure that we don't take for granted that the public is supportive of the work that we do, the important work that we do at colleges and universities. We've got to tell that story better.